Good morning. Coach Musser here, ready to talk a little Liberty North basketball with you. We didn't get a chance to talk last week, so last week we played St. Joe Central, had a close game, came out on top on last Tuesday, and then Friday we had a tough game against Blue Spring, kind of a back and forth game, tied going into the fourth quarter. Got down 10, was able to cut it to 2, but came up a little bit short to lose by 4 to Blue Springs. Go on the road last night to finish out the regular season and play Blue Springs South. Got behind early and then kind of got things figured out. Had a pretty good finish to the half, was up 10 going to the half. Kind of kept them at arm's distance and come away, I believe, with a 12-point win. So yeah, kind of finished the season playing some pretty good basketball, winning 2 of our last 3, with last night being one of our most complete performances, which is what we wanted to see heading into the postseason here. So yeah, I'm here to open up to you guys now to ask any questions that you guys may have.
How does winning last night set the tone going into districts?
I think it was huge. We had yet to put together really a complete game, and there was definitely a few mistakes last night, but it was probably our closest 32-minute performance that we had. We shared the ball really well. We had 18 assists on the night. We won the rebounding battle. We shot the ball well. We was able to get it inside, and so a lot of really good things. And I think it was just good for our confidence. I know we had a rough patch there for a while, but to be able to kind of put it all together in the last home game, I think it's going to be good for us heading into next week.
With such a long gap between the last regular season game and your first district game, how do you plan to use this time in between?
That's a good question. It is a pretty long break. We want to make sure that we're healthy, we're fresh, but we also want to make sure we're as prepared as we can be. So we're going to try and shorten practice, get it a little bit, try to be really intense at practice. The next few days is going to be focused on us. We're going to try and clean up everything that we need to clean up at the offensive, defensive end. And then once that's there, then we're really going to focus on Oak Park and what they want to do to transition to their style of play. Because our style and their style are two completely different styles. So we got to make sure that we kind of impose our will on them and make them play our style. But to answer that again, we're going to focus on us in these next few days, making sure we're healthy, we're fresh, and then we'll transition into the next week.
What is something the team needs to work on before district play?
I think just focus. Staying our attention to detail, which was pretty good last night, is that every play matters, and when that play's over, moving on to the next one. And so that's just kind of staying focused at practice. It's easy to kind of get sidetracked. Basketball being a long season, sometimes we can lose that focus a little bit. But again, these last week and a half has been pretty good for them. That's kind of been our focus, and so we're going to continue that for the next week, just making sure that we're dialed in on every play.
What are you most proud of up until this point in the season?
I just think the fact that we compete. We really didn't return any starters coming into the year, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. And so I think just coming out from the get-go and watching us compete on every single possession and grow throughout the season, we had some adversity, but we didn't let it deter us. Especially, at one point we lost 5 in a row, but to be able to turn that around and win 2 of our last 3, I think kind of shows the toughness and the character of a lot of the guys on the team, so really proud of that.
Oak Park's Allen brothers are averaging 30 points per game together. How do you plan to stop this dynamic duo?
It's a tough task. They're 24-1 with their 1 loss to Staley, who's the number 1 ranked team in state. So it's not going to be an easy task by any means. But I think we got to find a way to get them out of rhythm. We talk a lot about making teams play left-handed in a way that they're not wanting to play. They want to play high speed. They want to play up tempo. They want to get a lot of shots. So we just really want to make sure that we're trying to control the tempo and we slow them down. We just really try and find a way to get them out of rhythm.
If you were to go on a last-minute vacation to Asia, which country would you be most likely to drive around in your dream car?
Whoa! That is a way too detailed. That is a way too detailed question. There's way too much on my mind. I've been watching too much game film today to get on. I'm passing. I'm gonna plead the 5th on that. So, I want Gabe back. So Gabe's he's a much more simple man. He's my speed. I appreciate you guys asking the questions. It's been a great year. Are we going to do this next week?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, all right. I look forward to it. It's fun. I always enjoy you guys. Your guys' questions are great. I have a lot of fun in here. You guys do an awesome job. Next Wednesday, we are at Oak Park, 7 o'clock. Love to have everybody there. Should be a great atmosphere. I know our boys are going to be ready, so looking forward to getting on to have a chance to compete and moving on in the postseason. Thank you, guys.